Hello, I am Shashank. In this experiment, we will learn about convolution and trend removal. In the first part, we have to calculate the impulse response of the given systems. Impulse response is the output when input is a delta function passed through a LTI system. These are the four impulse responses for the systems given. And in the second part, we have to plot the signals given. So first we have to load the four signals and plot the signals. After plotting, we get the graph. These are the four signals given, and in system 1, this is the impulse response for the system 1, and after loading the all four signals and convolving using the convolution function block, this is the convolution function block. As we know, output length of the output is length of input plus length of impulse response minus 1. So after writing the convolution function block, we can use it in these four systems. And the output after convolution, the input signal is, these are the four outputs for these four signals. As you can see, the trend line here, only low frequencies are passed through it. So we can say that the system 1 is a low pass filter. This is the impulse response for the system 1. And similarly in system 2, it depends on the value of m. We have to give the value of m. And the impulse response also depends on the value of m. After loading the four signals and convolving, we get the output as, after entering the value m, let's take 50. These are the outputs for the four signals. Here also you can see that the low frequencies are passed. So we can say that system 2 is also a low pass filter, and this is impulse response for m equals to 50. For let's see, for m equals to 100, these are the four outputs for the signals given, and this is the impulse response for m equals to 100. And similarly for system 3, the impulse response is 1, minus 1, and the output after convolution is like, here we can see that the only high frequencies are passed. So we can say that system 3 is a high pass filter because only high frequencies are passed, and this is the impulse response for system 3. Similarly for system 4, where the outputs are like this, again we can see that the only high frequencies are passed. So this is also a high pass filter. This is the impulse response for system 4. And coming to trend line, removing of trend line, we have to, let's take any one of the signal and load the signal and convolve it to the impulse response for a random delta input. Let's take m equals to 100, and B is the trend line, A is the output after removing the trend line from the input. So after running the program, this is the input. We can see the baseline is not is increasing and decreasing. After removing the trend line, we get the output stable. So this is the removing of trend line. And the last part is properties of the trend, properties of the system. System one is a memory, causal, and a stable system. Memory system is in which output depends on past and present input. And invertible causal system is for h is less than this. Memory system, causal system, stable system, and system 3 and 4 are also a memory, causal, stable system. System 2 is the invertible system. It is also moving average system. So